Welcome back to Good Day State Line. Today we get to take a trip, probably across the country. I didn't even ask you where you are, Andrea, to meet us.
I'm in Los Angeles.
Yeah, well, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, you look more dressed for summer. We're expecting summer at some point, but this morning not so much. But Andrea is a celebrity trainer, Andrea Marcella. It's very, very cool to be able to talk to you this morning. And you've been lucky enough and nice enough to talk to everyone across the country about some of the things that we're all dealing with being quarantined.
Yes, and it's such an interesting thing because my entire fitness methodology has to do with activating your life beyond the workout. And I've been teaching this for over a decade. You know, the first 16 years of my career, I spent working out like a crazy person and restricting my food. And then I found a totally different way that involves all the food, including the comfort foods we're eating now. And it involves being active throughout the day rather than relying on these big sweaty gym workouts. That's how I got myself super fit. And that's what fits in exactly right now in this time. So it's been a really great time to be able to deliver that positive message to people who are feeling really out of control and not in charge of themselves right now as we deal with
preaching
this.
to the choir. I am feeling that way exactly like you said, not being able to go to the gym. It's been 2 months now, which is insane to even think about. But yeah, when most of us do, we put that workout time on our calendar and we check it off, but we can't really do that. And on top of that, like you mentioned too, we're working from home, sitting in.
All right, chimes.
That's okay. We're working from home and maybe not sitting up. We're sitting on the couch and just leaning and typing all day. And I know you have some tips for our backs, for our neck, which I'm also in need of.
Yeah, and it's a huge thing. And that's 360-degree fitness, when we're talking about that kind of stuff. And we've gotten so out of the idea of what fitness is actually supposed to be. I mean, all those gym workouts are about creating strength and evenly balanced muscles to align your bones, to keep you out of pain and let you do what you need to do in life. Sometimes when we're doing this kind of super Olympian level fitness classes, we forget what the point is. And that's really the point. And so on my AmLife app, I have tons of short workouts that are total body, they're balanced, and that's what they do. But also, I have workouts that are right at your desk that are not only strengthening and lengthening, but also some that are just releasing of the muscles that get so tight when you're sitting at your desk. And you asked specifically what happens. What happens is when we sit, our pelvis gets into what's called the dreaded anterior tilt. And just the way we sit and we slump, our pelvis, the position it takes, then creates a strain on the muscles in our lower back, specifically a muscle group called your QL. And that's the one that really creates a radiating pain all the way down your hip. Also, your medial glute, that's the one that rotates your legs out. That gets really tight. And so those two things on top of tight hip flexors in the front pull everything out of alignment. And that's why you have lower back pain from sitting. And the reason you have neck pain is actually because of your chest. It's because we're forward and we're typing and we're on our phone and we end up like this. And what that does is it pulls your chin forward and it shortens your neck. And it's this position over time. This gets really tight and this gets really tight. And then this muscle starts to over respond. And then you wish somebody would just come and jam their thumbs into that muscle and please help you.
Got it.
Right? So since that's not going to happen, I'm going to tell you what you can do for yourself.
Perfect. I know that I can speak for everyone saying, please help me, Andrea.
Okay. So the number one thing to relieve your neck, I know you want to rub the muscles that are bothering you themselves, but actually the key is to releasing your chest. So your pectoral muscle is a pennate muscle. It's a fan. And really, it's very open to suggestion. So if you just take tiny little circles and you just massage this muscle, you feel how painful that is?
Yeah.
It's shocking, isn't it? Especially up here by your collarbone.
Uh-huh.
This is what's pulling this whole side. So if you release that yourself, and then you take your hands up to the crown of your head, bring your elbows in. So it's the weight of your arms, but you're not pulling. And then just let your chin come down. You'll feel a stretch in the back of your neck. If you turn your head slightly to the right, it'll go up the one side. And if you turn it slightly to the left, it'll go up the other side. Again, you're not pulling with your arms. Come back to center, release your hands and just lift. You're not pulling with your arms. You're just letting the weight of your arms give it a little extra zhuzh, and that will help those muscles release. But you've got to release the front first to get that to let go.
Well, look at that. Not even, like 5 minutes and we figured out exactly how to help my personal problem. I'm sure you have tons more. We would love to be able to just have our viewers connect with you all over social media and all over the internet. Where can we go so that they can get whatever kind of exercise help that they need?
Find me at Andrea Marcellus on Instagram or And Life by Andrea Marcellus on Facebook. And you can grab my And Life app, which, by the way, to help everybody during this really challenging time, we've made it free for 60 days. So you can see the whole thing and you can get all of these classes at your desk or at your counter that just relieve you in a few minutes. And, that offer is only good for a couple more days because we have programs coming into the app. And once that comes, that's going to really help you schedule during this difficult time. And then we'll go back to regular pricing. So get it while you can.
All right. Well, perfect. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Andrea.
Thank you for having me.
That really did help my neck pain in just minutes. Coming up next, Bill from Leslie Willows tells us his new term for essential employees. And later, we're getting ready for Cellular Sales grand opening party. We'll be right back after a look at some of your Good Day calendar photos.